Okay friends, welcome to part 5 of our video presentation on e-business systems, chapter 7. In this brief video presentation, we'll talk about some of the features or considerations that you need to take into account to make sure that your B2C website or social media or social networking platform is valuable and useful to end customers, meaning individuals or businesses. So we're going to talk about those features or considerations. First, we're going to talk about typical requirements or typical critical success factors that you need to take into account when building a B2C website. First of all, the context is very important. Site layout and design, meaning the functionality of your website as well as aesthetically, aesthetical properties are very important. Now, functionality is important for obvious reasons. I mean, if you have a website that is easy to use, then this will facilitate transactions on the side of customers and overall increase loyalty and the overall volume of spending on the website. So functionality is important for obvious reasons. Now, aesthetics is also important. First of all, we humans, we like things that look good, right? So we have some kind of inborn craving for beauty and for things that are well made. But number two, on the pragmatic side, a well-designed website from an aesthetical standpoint also builds trust. I mean, if you go to a website and let's say you want to buy something for $5,000 or $1,000 for a large amount, and you see like this website has a very sloppy design to the point where you're kind of thinking, well, maybe it's like some kind of scam. Maybe this website was built over the weekend specifically for stealing people's credit card numbers. So looks are important also to build trust, to give customers a sense of security. Content is very important. I mean, it's a well-researched proposition. Meaning, if you have, if you're selling something online, you need to have rich text, you need to have pictures, you need to have sounds and videos, because all those things help sell items. I mean, if you place an ad selling a car or house that has only text but no pictures, then you're very, your chances of selling this item are very low. But at the end of the day, your website needs to be good at supporting commerce, at making transactions easy and efficient. That's why Amazon has this one-click purchase feature, because they want to make sure that it's easy to buy through Amazon, because it removes a lot of headache from the side of customer and ultimately translates into higher sales volume. Because before that one-click purchasing feature, you had to add something to a shopping cart. Once you add it to the shopping cart, you go to your shopping cart. Then from there, you confirm your order, you enter your credit card, you specify your delivery address. I mean, sometimes it's just like a big headache to buy something from a website. So facilitating commerce is very important. Also, it is very important to build a community around your website, because if you build a strong, loyal community of users that come regularly to your website to buy, to assist others, you'll be enhancing the value that you're providing to customers. For example, I was recently looking to buy something from Best Buy. Well, more specifically, I was looking for a projector and a projection screen to build like a small projection-based theater in my backyard. So I was thinking about this, and I'm new to this. Like, I don't know like some of the parameters of those systems. The physical setup, how big the screen needs to be, how far it needs to be from the projector. But when I went to Best Buy, I was able to quickly figure those things out by just reading like people's opinions and their reviews of products, how they set up a particular projector at home and so forth, right? So again, and those people are doing it for free. They're not like paid customer support representatives. So building a community is very important. In fact, a lot of experts say that this was one of the most important factors behind the success of eBay. The thing about eBay is that the founder of eBay, as you can see in the documentary that I posted for your case discussion 7, he just started like selling those random things online, like his old printer, some of a mouse, like very kind of strange collection of items. But eventually, this kind of online flea market attracted a strong community of collectors. Now, I knew a person like that. He was collecting old cameras. And I know that that's what he was doing. He was basically hanging out on eBay most of his free time, looking at all those old cameras for sale, discussing with other people. And, it gets to the point where like they're discussing the quality of the item for sale, the pricing, whether the price is reasonable or not. They're also exchanging things among themselves, So basically, eBay was able to attract a strong loyal community of collectors that were collecting various things that could be bought and traded on eBay. So community is something that becomes like your free help, something that adds tremendous value to existing value proposition. Connection. Sometimes your website needs to be integrated with website. Again, that's why eBay bought PayPal, because they wanted payment system to be closely integrated with their system so that buying through using credit cards is easy. And also customization is becoming increasingly important, because with the help of a website, you can customize, you can improve interaction of a particular user with your website depending on his or her prior history of interactions. So customization is relatively easy online, and it's something that is becoming very important for competition. Amazon is a great case of customization, where they analyze each visitor profile, and based on prior purchases, based on their predictive models, they make very useful recommendations. I mean, I can attest to that, because sometimes I'm kind of looking for something and I'm not sure myself what exactly I'm looking for, and then out of the sudden Amazon gives me like this recommendation saying, well, why don't you buy this book? And sometimes I'm amazed that Amazon knows better what kind of book I need than I do. Okay, and then we're going to talk briefly about some considerations for social media platforms. At the end of the day, social media platforms, they need to offer something to businesses. They need to make it possible for businesses to brand their products, brand their company, brand their products and services. Also an opportunity to kind of create a link or better communication with customers. For example, any social media platform needs to give a chance for companies to answer customer complaints, answer their questions about their products, and also to get consumers involved when it comes to offering feedback about the product, suggesting new features, and so forth. So this is something that attracts that attracts businesses to social media platforms. So if you're running a social media platform, it needs to have those considerations, those features to make your platform valuable for businesses. Another consideration that is not really for social media platforms, but for companies thinking about using those social media platforms, is that usage of a social media platform needs to be aligned with the overall business strategy, because sometimes companies, they pursue those technological fashions, including social networking, without actually thinking where this particular technology is well aligned with their overall business strategy. For example, I don't think it would be a good idea to start marketing Rolls-Royces or Lamborghinis through Facebook, because those kind of products, they have this aura of exclusivity. So this is something that makes people feel unique, when they buy one of those products. So you don't want to make it like kind of democratic and accessible to everybody, right? So in that case, if Lamborghini or Rolls-Royce, they start using social media, that would be probably contradictory to their business strategy. And another important consideration for social media platform is privacy concerns. I mean, a social media platform or social networking platform needs to have very strong legal and technical solutions to ensure consumer privacy. On the legal side, the company needs to be very clear that it's not going to share any of the consumer data with any of the third parties. Although it becomes difficult when the third party is the U.S. government or some law enforcement agencies from the U.S. or somewhere else, because then we're entering this kind of philosophical / ethical debate. Do social media companies have the right to withhold information that may suggest that a particular person is about to commit a crime, or that a particular person actually committed a crime, right? But nevertheless, those things need to be addressed. I mean, the legal aspect of privacy needs to be addressed by social media platform, because sometimes people are shocked to find out what kind of information is available about them as a result of their social media interaction. And sometimes you don't have to announce it publicly. I mean, you don't have to announce your most intimate thoughts and concerns publicly. From the way you interact with the social media platform, the kind of articles you read, the kind of comments you leave, the kind of people you have in your network, those things can reveal a lot of confidential information about you. And then, of course, technology safeguards need to be placed so that users are protected from the technological side, so that nobody can break into the system and steal confidential registration information. So all those things, they are important considerations for making a particular B2C initiative a success. Now this concludes part 5 of our video presentation, chapter 7, so thank you for listening.